Hello! In this video we'll be talking about sentence completion questions from the reading sections on the SAT. Sentence completion questions consist of one or two blanks which you must fill in with the most appropriate vocabulary words. There are 19 sentence completion questions on every SAT, and they're broken up into three sections. One section of 8 questions, one section of 6 questions, and one section of 5 questions. Just like the math parts of the SAT, the sentence completion sections go in order from easiest to hardest. What this means is that you can expect the last couple questions on each of the 3 sentence completion sections to be the hardest ones. This means that easy answers are usually not right on these questions, and you should be more inclined to pick more difficult answers. Because these questions are about vocabulary, I strongly suggest that you try to learn as many vocabulary words as possible. Here on mindfish.com, check out the SAT prep section. There's a vocabulary page in our SAT wiki. And you can also check out our vocabulary videos. We post new vocabulary videos almost every day. And these are fun and short and memorable ways to learn important SAT vocabulary words. Also, I would encourage you to read actively when you're reading for school or on your own time. A good idea would be to start a vocabulary notebook and write down any words and definitions that you're not familiar with when you come across these words when you're reading or studying on your own. Here are a couple great tips for sentence completion questions. The first one is one of the most important. You can only deal with what you know. What this means is that you can only make decisions about words that you actually know. Don't eliminate words that you don't know. For all you know, they may indeed be the right answer to the question. And this is a very common mistake. People like to cross off words that they don't know because they feel uncomfortable with them. However, if you don't know the definition, we have no reason to cross it off. Also, don't make up definitions for words that you don't know. People like to make up definitions to fit the sentence, but again, if you don't know the word or its definition, you're not going to be able to make up an appropriate answer. Number 2 here, what would Merriam-Webster do? What I mean by this is, it's the dictionary definition of the word that determines whether an answer is right or wrong. It's not enough to think that an answer could fit or might fit. The right answer's definition will work for the sentence 100% or not at all. So don't try to wiggle words into situations where they won't really fit. Also, you can't create a story or a scene in your mind to justify an answer that sort of works. Make the tough choice, make the call. It either works or it doesn't. The third step here, pay attention to punctuation. Punctuation breaks up a sentence. Therefore, take note of any commas, colons, or semicolons in the sentence. The important information that defines the word you need for the right answer is probably very close to the punctuation. In fact, if there is a colon or a semicolon in the sentence, the most important part of the sentence will almost always come right after it. Alright, this next idea is what I call the $1,000,000 question. And here's what it comes down to. If you know a word that is an answer on a sentence completion question, this is the only question that matters. Does this word work? It sounds like a very simple question, but it's a hard one to answer in a disciplined way. What I mean is, it's not enough to say it could work, or does it work if I think about it in a certain way. It's all or nothing. It either works based on the dictionary definition or not at all. Here's why this is important. If all of the words you know don't actually work, you'll be forced to choose a word that you don't know. And this is how you can get a lot of really hard sentence completion questions right, even when you don't know some of the words that are in the answers. Again, learn as much vocab as possible, but there will be a few words on each test that you don't know, and if you really hold yourself accountable and ask yourself the tough questions, you can get answers right, even if you don't know what the right answer means. Here are my 5 steps to successful sentence completion questions. First one, read the question all the way through. Don't just stop at the blank and start making up words, but read until the sentence ends and then go back to the blanks. Number 2, diagram the main ideas of the sentence. First, underline the key to the sentence. It will be about half of the sentence, and it will give you a pretty solid idea what you need for the blank. Also under diagramming, circle any change-up words. Change-up words are like but, or however, or although. Circle these words because they change the direction of the sentence. Basically, we're trying to draw ourselves a roadmap to the right answer here. And if you underline part of the sentence and then have something else circled, you'll know for sure that you're looking for the opposite of what you have underlined. Number 3, make up your own word or concept for the blank. You want to be confident and go into these questions strongly. Make up your own word before you look at their answers. Number 4, eliminate 3 bad answers. This will make it a 50-50 either-or choice, and that's a great position to be in. And the last step, choose the best answer. So those are your general considerations for sentence completion questions. Be sure to look at all the other videos that break down sentence completion questions by more specific types. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.